Welcome everybody. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and a like and a share and all of that stuff. But first, Wes, welcome back.
What up?
And Reid, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, boys.
Wes, what you got for us?
Yeah, well, welcome, Reid. We're excited to have you on the show. It's been an exciting 2019 season, but why don't we start a little bit with your history in disc golf and kind of how you got started playing this game?
Well, basically, my brother took me one day when I was like 12 or 13, and I really had no idea what it was, and all I knew is, throwing a frisbee was super fun in the woods, hitting lots of trees, doing your thing, hanging out with your family. And yeah, I just got like addicted after that. After that, I would pretty much bicycle to the course every day and play. And, yeah, the rest is pretty much just history. Just hooked.
Nice. So we saw you. We want to talk a little bit about Ledgestone. Ledgestone seems to be a great tournament for you. In both 2018 and 19, we saw you on some filmed coverage there. What is it that you love so much about Ledgestone?
That's a good question. I mean, it's really about the things you don't like at Ledgestone. You don't like going out of bounds at Ledgestone. You don't like losing all your discs in the water at Ledgestone. So if you can just stay in bounds, and keep your discs on the land, keep them in your bag, I mean, pretty much just good to go. It's a good bomber course, which I feel like bomber courses are better suited for myself. And yeah, besides that, just play smart and get lucky from time to time.
Yeah. Well, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the infamous water skip shot. How many discs were lost testing out that shot, and how did you even come up with it?
Well, I played, so, the first Ledgestone, they advertised it was like a super huge payout and stuff. And I think that might have been the event where Simon won or something. It was like 2014 or 15, right? And
yeah.
Shoot, going off track. What was the question again?
The water skip. How did you come up with it?
Okay, so yeah. So I've been to this event a few times, in a row, and the first few years of that hole, it wasn't too great. See, I mean, basically you're throwing over water and you're trying to hit like a strip of, end bounds. And
yeah.
I don't know, I kept doing air shots and they kept, barely missing, just short, just long, just skipping out. And I'm like, God, like, what the heck? Like, I might as well, I don't know. I'll just chuck it at the water and see what happens. And I probably had some experience with skip shots, being in Michigan and the snow and the ice, a lot of things skip and just do crazy things. So I was like, I guess I'll just try it. So I just started, I tried it during a practice round and it seemed to work out. And yeah, I just told myself, I'm like, you know what? This has like a 75% success rate, so I'm just gonna stick with this because my air shots are like a lower percentage success. So I guess I just stuck with it, and then miraculously I ended up on the lead card both years in a row, so the world got to see the skip shot. But yeah, it was just kind of like trial and error and doing what works. Thankfully, I haven't lost any discs doing it because you're chucking it so hard into the water that no matter what, it's always going to land within 10 feet of the shoreline. So yeah, but yeah, it's weird though because people like see me at the course in Holland and like, hey, you're the water skip shot guy. I'm like, I am the water skip shot guy. Like,
yeah.
So in your regular game, since you're the water skip shot guy, how often do you think you actually do a skip shot, or is it literally that one time and it happens to be on screen that one time?
Well, there are definitely certain situations that call for weird shots. In Michigan, they've got a lot of weird dog legs in the trees and stuff. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I've used a skip shot before if I need to get, like, if there's a dog leg left that I can't get to with like an ante or a regular forehand, it's a low ceiling, and there's a dirt patch down the fairway. You just like aim for the dirt patch and then get the flare skip to get to the hole. So, I mean, it's not a an often used shot, but it's definitely, you know, a shot that's useful once you get it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would call it a pro level shot. It's tricky for AMs to really control those angles and the power to get some skips. So kudos to you for inspiring people everywhere to maybe try something a little different. Maybe try a skip shot.
Thank you.
Nice. So we got a giveaway, and this week for the giveaway, we have something a little bit different. We got a little swag pack that somebody is going to win. We've got a really cool Crank and Discraft sticker. We've got the Buzz decal, and we got a sweet, nice, bright orange Discraft towel for the winter season. So when you drop it out of your bag, you're not going to lose it because you can see this thing from a mile away. So remember to give the video a thumbs up. Remember to share and subscribe. And in order to enter to win this swag pack, we want you to comment on the YouTube video and comment what disc would you throw on the infamous par 3 over the water to get the water skip. Disc, mold, plastic, whatever you want. What would you throw? Comment below and we'll get the swag pack in the mail to somebody.
Yeah. So, all skip shots aside, in 2019 you played 33 tournaments, and that is a lot, especially for a touring pro. What does it mean for you to stay motivated and healthy along the road?
Ooh, I would say a good diet first and foremost. Andy Marweed and we must have eaten, I would say, 5 Little Caesars pizzas a week just to stay healthy. Because I mean, you know, the pizza's got, you know, the vegetables, it's got your dairy, it's got your carbohydrates. You know, if you want to put pepperoni on it, you got the protein. So it's like a good, you know, well-rounded, you know, meal. So lots of Little Caesars, I would say. Besides that, I mean, coming from like an exercise science standpoint, the whole point of like in-season workouts is just to like maintain. So, I mean, as a disc golfer, you're throwing pretty much every day, and you're walking a lot, you know, often. So I guess that's kind of like a workout in itself a little bit. But I mean, overall, this season I'm going to try to work out more during the season and try to maintain, you know, a lot more muscle groups than just, you know, the most basic ones. But yeah, I mean, you're pretty much just like practicing all the time, and you're tired after practice. And if you can like work out after that, that's great. But being on tour, it's definitely a lot tougher. I would agree.
Yeah.
I know some pros actually work out afterwards. I know I was talking to Katrina Allen one time, and she was like, oh, I'm not tired after a disc golf round. It's nothing. You know, she said she was like going to the gym and like doing the elliptical after like a GBO round. I'm like, geez, like I'm just ready to go home and smash a Little Caesars. But
That's great. That's great. So I think one thing I have noticed is you like to keep it light and lively. And touring with the guy who seems like a buddy and pal and Andy, what's that like on the road? Just being able to play, I mean, do what you love and really just enjoy your life as you go from stop to stop. To kind of talk about that tour life a bit.
okay, well, you know, the tour life is pretty laid back. You're just hanging out after the round, you know, just dicking around and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of fun for sure. Being able to like tour with people, because I think I toured like a few, not, I wouldn't say a whole season, but like maybe like like during the springtime alone, and like touring alone is not as fun as like touring with somebody. So it's nice to like have somebody to talk to, and I would always, when we'd have long road trips from like place to place, I would try to get Andy to, we would try to make up these like rap songs and like just practice like freestyle rapping. And I'm not going to share with you any of the lyrics because they're pretty explicit, so to say. But that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm a big fan of like, camping and stuff on tour, so it's a lot nicer camping. So you can like hang out and hammock and just chill out. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely nice touring with people. That's for sure.
That's awesome. So talking about tours, what does your 2020 tour look like? Are we going to see you on the road full time maybe an EP on the way as well when you're rapping with Andy?
Andy and I are actually not touring together this year.
Really?
Yes, my lover Vanessa and I will be touring together. So I'm sorry, Andy. Sorry I had to come to this, but so yeah, definitely no EPs dropping. But Vanessa and I plan on starting the season probably like mid-April, late March. We're gonna avoid Arizona and avoid Vegas. So I mean, we'll be playing all the Michigan events for sure. We'll be heading over to the West Coast, and I believe June it is for an event at Escondido, California. I think it's the Goat Hill Challenge, so we'll be out there. Yeah, we'll be doing all the East Coast things for sure. And as far as upper northwestern area, like Beaver State Fling, that's kind of still up in the air right now as far as travel goes. But Worlds is always essential, so we'll be in Utah for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what events that might be off the beaten path, or maybe major events, are you looking forward to this year?
Ooh. Well, before I can even look forward to the events, I'm much more looking forward to getting all the practice time in I need to before the season starts.
Gotcha.
So I can be ready for the events. I'm looking forward to resetting my bag a little bit and getting the discs I need in my bag. As far as events go, I always love, MVP Open. Used to be Vibram Hill, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's always a great event. I love the hot dog shop there, Hot Dog Annie's. That place is great. They only got it's like a $1.50 for a hot dog. So that's kind of a steal if you ask me.
Yeah.
D-Glow is always a classic. It's kind of a bomber course, so it's a little bit generic in that sense, but it's D-Glow. I mean, it's in Michigan. It's the biggest event in Michigan. So CCR, it's always a blast. I'm really stoked that we got to play Birchfield a lot more than we had in the past and stay out of Grand Woods because I think you guys know. But yeah.
Yes, CCR Open should be a good one. We're going to get River's Edge back in the mix this year. So that'll not just be a big bomber course. And we're going to change up some of the holes on Renegade's Trail. Maybe add some OBs in some spots as well so that you got to be a little bit more calculated, a little bit more risk reward. So yeah, we're super excited and definitely looking forward to seeing you at that one.
That's awesome. So we're looking forward to what your tour brings. It seems like it's kind of East Coast focused and some forays out to the West Coast. But before we let you go, we have some rapid fires for you. Wes is going to be running those, and then we'll give you a few seconds to say your thanks at the end. But Wes, want to run those rapid fires?
Absolutely. Rapid fires. We've got some interesting ones this time. So just off the cuff, first thing that comes to your mind, and we're going to roll right through them.
Here we go.
Best advice for a fellow lefty who may or may not be named Alex.
Learn how to throw a forehand.
Gotcha.
Number one tournament you look forward to every year that isn't Ledgestone.
D-Glow.
Most underrated disc in your bag.
Z putter. Putt-R.
Oh, okay.
Putt-R. Oh, that is a goofy one. Strangest thing you fundraised for in 2019.
Corn and spam.
That was the one I was thinking of too. Most random thing people don't think about when they're touring.
Lasagna.
Okay.
I think maybe we know the answer to this one. On the road, do you prefer to eat in or drive-throughs?
Jeez. Is Little Caesars a drive-through? I don't know.
I think that's an eat in.
Is it?
It could be.
We'll go with Little Caesars. Your go-to touring meal besides Little Caesars.
Other than that.
Yeah.
I would say veggie platter.
Okay.
Veggie platter. And then we got my favorite question, the fabled battle, which I'm still hoping is going to happen. Macbeth brothers versus the Yulee brothers. Who wins?
Macbeth.
Ooh.
Okay.
A lot of Macbeth. A lot of Macbeths.
I mean, he's a 5-time world champ. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the
Fair.
credibility.
Fair.
Tough to argue. Awesome. Well, we thank you for joining us, Reid. We want to give you a minute or two here to thank whoever you want to thank. Say whatever you want to say. The platform is all yours.
I would like to thank my family and friends for supporting me in this crazy profession. I would like to thank my lover, Vanessa, for being a great support system and making fantastic sandwiches. I would like to thank Discraft for being phenomenal with promotion and plastic quality and making the Z Puttar. I'd like to thank my fellow Couch Twin, Andy Marweed, for being so fantastic in general. I'd like to thank Chris Davis for being a phenomenal friend / promoter. And I'd like to thank you guys, first and foremost, for doing this wonderful interview and, doing these things over and over and taking time out of your days for it. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We appreciate having you, Reid. Don't forget to comment to win the swag pack. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, share with your friends. Reid's phenomenal. We look forward to following your tour travels this year. We wish you the best of luck. And at the end of the day, Alex, there's only one thing left to do.
Make that putt.